The Y-rating is a YCharts proprietary calculation that shows the safety and return possibilities of a stock. To calculate the Y-rating, we combine three other scores, including the value score, fundamental score, and the valuation from historical multiples score. To see a detailed view of the Y-rating, head to a stock's quote page and then click on the Y-rating tab like I have here. On this page, I'm able to get a general overview of the Y-rating score along with the three individual components that make up the score. I'm also able to see some comparables of other companies that have similar Y-ratings. And then this box down here will just go a little bit more in depth about the Y-rating itself. If I wanted to learn a little bit more about the value score and what goes into calculating that, I can click on View Details right here, and it's going to bring me to the value score specific page. As you can see, Apple has scored a 3 out of 10, which we consider below average. This score is based on how a company is performing against the S&P 500. So if it scores a 10 out of 10, that is telling me that it is outperforming, whereas towards a 3 out of 10, it's going to show me that the security is underperforming. There's a few different components that go into the value score that you can see down here, and you're able to see how each one is affecting the value score. Over here, similar to the previous page, we have securities that have comparable value scores, as well as more information about the value score itself with a link to our support page that goes into even more detailed. Clicking on this tab right here will bring me to the fundamental score. As I can see, Apple is in the green. It has an above average fundamental score. This score is based upon 10 different tests, and they are pass or fail. Companies that receive a 5 or below have a tendency to perform poorly, while companies that receive a 7 or above typically match the S&P 500. This score itself will focus on the long-term history of a stock and uses the simple pass-fail system like I mentioned. The last component of the Y-rating is going to be the valuation from historical multiples score. This score is going to look at the current valuation of a stock and compare it to the historical valuation. Using this, we have decided that Apple is considered undervalued. If you would like to view securities based on their Y-rating, our stock screen is the best place to go for this. As you can see, the Y-ratings will always be included, and it can be broken down into 4 different scores: attractive, neutral, avoid, and unrated. For stocks to receive an attractive Y-rating, they will need to have a value score of 9 or 10, a fundamental score of 7 or higher, and the historical value needs to be greater than its current value. Stocks will automatically be given the avoid rating if they have a fundamental score that is less than 4. If a stock doesn't fall into either one of these categories, it's going to receive a neutral rating. And for stocks that don't have enough data, typically newer securities, they will be given the unrated score. So for this screener, what I'm going to want to do is view all S&P 500 stocks that have an attractive rating. I'm going to start by hitting Modify, and then I'm going to go into Indices, looking for S&P 500, clicking Submit, and then I'm going to uncheck these 3 boxes. Now I have my list of securities, but I would like to see the breakdown of each component of the Y-rating. So to do that, I'm going to head to metric columns here, and then I'm going to head down to advanced. And then if I keep scrolling down, I should see these 3 scores. I'm going to click submit, and then you can see it's going to populate the 3 scores for all of the securities that are considered attractive. If you have any questions on the Y-rating itself, please reach out to your designated account manager.